Brain health. It's coming very strong to really go detailed with the different parts of the brain and to work with them in a sequence. So we can really bring consciousness and sovereignty back to each part of the brain. The hypothalamus, for example, the amygdala. So each part of the brain, I will support you to bring it back to activating the blueprint, to activating and bringing order into each part of the brain, to release programming, to release trauma, fear, anxiety from the system, to allow the brain to go back into harmony. So everything else goes back into harmony. It's all interconnected. I also will be working with any parts of the brain where there was fragmentation. For me, it's really crucial to work with fragmentation in the system. So in these 4 webinars, I'm going to be going specifically into each part of the brain and bringing balance back to each part of the brain, and then bring it all back as one and back into one system again. So I'm going to go very, very detailed. I've been working with the brain for the last, I don't know what it is now, 30 years. And each part can be reset. And for me, it's important to practice and to really to know that I can reset my brain, to know that I can work it, to know that I can rejuvenate the brain, increase circulation, for example, and I can really connect to different parts of the brain. This will bring balance back into your life, because if something, if the amygdala is out of sync, you're going to be in fear, there's going to be eating, there's going to be anxiety. So let's bring everything back into order again. Let's bring everything back to the original state. And this I will do very detailed and very deep in these 4 webinars. So I'm really excited to empower you to do this work yourself. For me, it's a daily practice to, check in with different parts of the brain just by intention and feel them and know how they're doing and know when they're slightly out of sync and then to balance it again. So life will always be full of issues each day, different, it's not in harmony every day. Things will open up each day. But it's up to us to manage how we relate to life. And we're built to relate to life. But if one of these systems are out of balance, then everything goes out of balance, and then our health is affected and our lives are affected and things become crashing down. So in this webinar, I'd really like to support you to share the gifts the way I work, to bring harmony, to bring balance back into the different parts of the brain so you can be sovereign and you can create your own life. Even when it's out of balance, you can sink it back into balance. So this will really empower you and will work with brain health. And it will give you, it's like a brain gym, a daily practice that you can empower the brain. I remember when my mom, my late mom, she had dementia. For me, it was, well, for all of us, it was a traumatic experience. And it really brought awareness to know how important it was for all of us to work with the brain and to know we can refresh the brain and that we can really stay in power, that we're not victims, that we can refresh our organs, we can change our organs. And the brain is a muscle and it needs to be practiced and it needs to be worked in the system. So there was moments where I felt different things in me happening and I could change it because I brought awareness to it. I activate it, I work it. So I want to share with you my experience of resetting the brain, of bringing it back into balance and making it part of your daily routine, because it makes a difference and you can change everything and you can recalibrate. And it really, really changes everything in your life because you're clearer, you're more balanced, you're more centered, and you can deal with life in a different way. Even if the outer world is chaotic, there can be really deep stillness within you. And you can focus, you can think straight, you can read the system and relate to life in a different way. So I invite you to be part of Brain Health, and let's really empower our sovereignty of our own health, and don't leave things till it's too late. You can do it right now. And it's time to start. You can do it in the now. That's the beauty of it. You can do everything in the now. We don't have to wait till things go out of sync. And even if they're out of sync, we can bring it back. So let's really use the tools we have to empower our own brains and know that we can do it. That's really, really important, to know that you can do it and accept that you have the power to change your system. You have the power to connect to your frontal lobe, to connect to your left hemisphere, right hemisphere, your amygdala. You have the power to know when it's out of sync. You have the power to rebalance it. You have the power each day to see what part of your brain is maybe not functioning fully, and then to open up those areas even more and go into them deeper. So I'm going to share with you different tools and different ways to do that, and we'll do this together within the group. So brain health for me is, it's really, really important. It's really crucial, and it's something that is so important in life. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.